Rahin's life was like a dream, at least in his own eyes. No, he wasn't a prince, but in the kingdom of laziness, he was the undisputed emperor, waking up late in the morning, taking his time to eat breakfast, taking a long nap after lunch, lying on the couch playing mobile games in the evening, and staying up late at night. This was his daily routine. Reading books was out of the question, and he had no desire to learn anything new. His mother would often peek from the kitchen and say, "Son, why are you wasting your time like this? What will you do with your life?" Annoyed, Rahin would reply, "Mom, I don't see any problem in my life. I'm fine, I'm just enjoying life." His father would sometimes sit in front of him and sigh. Many times, he tried to make him understand. Laziness will destroy you, son. You won't realize it now, but when you do, it might be too late. But Rahin paid no attention to these words. He thought his parents were just worrying for no reason. After all, he had no problems, right? But reality was different. After finishing university, when Rahin stepped into the job market, he realized how far behind he had fallen. His friends were all busy. Some were working in big companies. Some had started their own businesses, and some had developed their skills and were freelancing. But Rahin, he was still lying in bed, dreaming about the future. The first time he went for a job interview, he got his first real shock. Sitting in the interview, he realized that there was nothing in his resume that would make a company want to hire him. The manager looked at his resume and said, "There's nothing special in your CV. What have you been doing these past few years?" Rahin lowered his head and mumbled, "I don't know. How time just passed by, sir." The manager chuckled and said, "Time waits for no one. Laziness destroys people." That day, Rahin remembered his father's words, "Laziness will destroy you." And it was true. Laziness had led him to failure. That day, Rahin stood in front of the mirror and looked at himself. Did he even recognize this person? Was this really the life he had wanted? A life where he had accomplished nothing. He made a decision. He had to change. The next morning, he woke up early. The first day was tough. His body was pulling him back to bed, but he knew that if he gave in even once, he would fall back into his old habits. He started learning something new for an hour every day. Computer skills, spoken English, online freelancing. The first month was extremely difficult. Many times, he felt like taking a break. Would it really hurt to rest for a bit? He thought, but he reminded himself, "No, I don't want to be the old Rahin again." One morning, he went to his father and said, "Dad, I understand now. You were right. I will change myself." His father just smiled and said, "I knew you could do it." 6 months later, Rahin had completely transformed himself. He was now a skilled freelancer, earning money online, and supporting himself financially. He no longer feared speaking in English. Learning new skills had given him back his confidence. One day, the same manager who had rejected him in the interview saw his online profile and called him back. This time, Rahin walked into the interview with confidence. Surprised, the manager asked, "How did you change so much in just 6 months?" Rahin smiled and said, "That day, I heard your words, laziness destroys people. I took it seriously and started working on myself. And this time, he got the job." Final words. Rahin's life changed because he realized that laziness was truly destroying him. If he hadn't changed in time, he might have regretted it for the rest of his life. Maybe there's laziness in your life too. But remember, one day, laziness will leave you behind. So, get rid of your laziness today, because laziness will destroy you. I hope you liked this story.